Hi, I'm Lynda Katz Wilner, founder and director of Successfully Speaking. Watch this excerpt from a recent presentation to learn about the services we provide. Now let's talk about seated posture, which we don't always think about. You're sitting in a meeting and hopefully nobody's paying attention to how you're sitting, but people might be. Or think about an interview, or if you're interviewing somebody for a position. You're going to look at some of these things on how this person carries themselves. What about the person who's coming for a job interview? And you look out the window when they're coming in. Or you watch them in the waiting room before they're coming in. You're measuring them. You're measuring up. So what they do when they get into that interview, sitting at that table, may be great and planned there, but that may not be who they really seem to be. And so it's wise to just watch people in different settings. I mean, they do this with athletes all the time. How do they carry themselves? Right? If they're walking around like this, they're not going to have that same confidence as somebody who stands straight and owns the room or owns the field or whatever it is, or the court or wherever they are. So let's take a look at some of these postures here. Okay, let's say you're having an interview with somebody and you're seeing them at the desk, or a meeting with somebody you haven't met before, and there are 3 different positions. So here, same person, same place, same time, same clothing. So nothing, same hairstyle, so nothing's changing but the way they're seated. Now again, one thing I will mention, it depends what you're looking for in a person. So some postures that may be powerful may not be what you're looking for. But I just want you to be able to see these differences. What do you think about posture 1? Anybody have any thoughts?
Standoffish a little bit.
Standoffish? Okay. Cold. Cold? Why cold?
I don't know, when I'm cold, I go with this.
Oh, cold, physically cold, okay. Again, that could be very misread, right? So you can say, I'm just doing this because I'm cold. Well, you look pretty closed off to me if you're doing that.
I could say serious, but like she's smiling, so it's like confident, but still open. Trying to be open at least with facial expressions.
Okay, and is her body consistent with her facial expression?
No.
Okay, so she's closed off. And again, it could be because she's cold. But just be aware, you may be freezing, but you're sending out some other signals too when you're doing that. What about number 2? What are your thoughts about that?
Warm and inviting.
Okay. Interesting that a male said that. I'll tell you why in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, she's a little shy.
A little shy.
Her shoulders are soft. Yeah, she's soft.
And that's not good.
Okay, now this is common in women. That's why I said it's interesting a man said it. I've worked with a lot of executive women, especially from other cultures. And when I say, well, how do you sit in a meeting? And they sit with hands together, the legs crossed, and they're taking up very little space. Right? Let's make myself as small as possible, and maybe they won't notice me. All right? But look at number 3. Same person, she used the arms of the chair, or if you don't have the arms of the chair, use the table. Take up space. Look how Andy's sitting. Right? Why is he sitting? He's taking space on the table. All right? Many women don't do that. Watching it now, it's almost all women here, but 2. But the thing to think about, if you're in a situation and somebody is taking control, what can you do to show control of that room? Take up space. Men take up, I don't mean just physically in their body, men take up more space with their gestures and their body presence. All right? And women tend to become more diminutive. And when you look at executive women or women in higher positions, they tend to take up more space where they should. Visit our website to learn more about our materials, products, and services.